Well, today is noteworthy in that this is the 200th episode of fucking Suck Chips. Give or take, because there were a couple of unnumbered recap episodes, but for all practical purposes, as far as the numbering system goes, it's number 200. And there is nothing here in this episode today to celebrate or really acknowledge or commemorate or distinguish it in any way, because I'm going to say producing 200 plus Instagram videos of potato chips reviews, I'm not entirely sure that's a good thing or anything that's worth celebrating. I mean, it's kind of sad in a way, with all the incredible talents and gifts that I have and all these big projects and all these capabilities and capacities and visions and potentialities. Like, this is the thing that I'm most consistent with. Maybe because it's the easiest. And, I don't know if that's really anything I feel like celebrating or commemorating. And plus, I've been miserable most of the time. So I don't know if this is a good thing. It's just something that I feel obligated to do for some reason that I'm sure I could elaborate upon if I felt compelled to. Furthermore, does the number 200 mean anything? Is it a special number? No, nothing. No, the numbers don't mean anything. Nothing means anything. Everything is ascribed meaning because we require meaning. But it's just a fucking number. It's either sad and pathetic or incredible or wonderful or quite possibly, and most realistically, neither. It's entirely neutral. And we also have a bag of potato chips here today that has no special significance at all. It just happened to be what was on the schedule when the number came up. And I'm not expecting anything important or memorable or transformational to happen here. I will say, though, when I finally retire from this shit, the final episodes are gonna really fucking go out with a bang. That I do have something planned for. But for now, it's just business as usual, whatever that business may be. And we have another chip from Japan, because we're banging out all these Japanese chips, and they've been fucking underwhelming, consistently underwhelming. And you know what I'm noticing, if you want any of the philosophical aspect of this project, is that much like highlights and great days in life, when you peak and something amazing happens and you're just blown away and just elevated and vibrating, and it's just everything is perfect and wonderful and transformational and inspiring, and then you come back down to normal seems depressing and bad. It's like, I feel like I may have missed out on some great bags of chips because I was so, intoxicated, if you will, by the joy and the upliftment and just the transformational qualities of some of these chips, that the next day, if I just had a regular bag of chips, I hated it. And it's possible I might have missed out on something. I mean, I've ruined potato chips for myself. I'm never gonna eat potato chips again after this shit is over, and trust me, it's gonna be fucking over unless you're paying me. I don't eat potato chips unless there's a camera rolling, and I can't just appreciate a regular bag of potato chips anymore. If it doesn't have some kind of weird kinky fetish aspect to it, then I'm just fucking not interested. So I'm blown out, I'm run through, and this is just gonna be pedestrian as fuck. And, or maybe not. This is by the YAMAYOSHI company, which we've had before. Nothing comes to mind as memorable. And according to the translator, it's pizza flavor. Not a bad looking bag. I like the plain, simple yellow and the very graphic image of a piece of pizza. I thought it was a piece of Swiss cheese. I thought I was gonna be eating Swiss cheese chips, but I'm happy to discover that it's actually pizza flavor, and they're extolling here this technology where you can see on the back they have this little graphic where they're saying they have two types of cheese. I don't know why occasionally they just sprinkle in a little bit of English, 0.1, 0.2. What's the point of that? And the first thing they do is they smear cheese on it, and then they 0.2 is then they cover it with powdered cheese. So it's basically, if you got fucking Cheese Whiz, smeared it on a fucking potato chip, and then got that cheese powder from Kraft Macaroni and Cheese and put them on top of it, That's what you got. That's the big technological achievement here. Fucking fantastic. All right, I think this is gonna be the worst. This is gonna be forgettable bullshit. But I have to get through it because we're starting to pivot now into other areas that, while they might not be good or enjoyable, they would at least it's a different vibe. So I'm going to consume this single palate cleansing grape tomato. Clear off the funk from the coffee, of which there was quite a bit. And now use my special scissors to carefully open this bag that I will, in all likelihood, never use for anything ever in my life. Because, ooh, what the hell is that smell? I can't identify it. It doesn't smell like a food stuff smell. I don't know at this point. What do you want to call this? It smells like new shoes. Remember how they were making Subway sandwiches out of the same material that they were making like foam flip-flops with? Who the hell knows? Thank God I can't read the ingredients. All right, so here it is. It's an orange-looking ridge chip with some various surface detail of little flakes and things. I don't see the smeared cheese, and they're all broken. I don't even remember where I got this. Yeah, I can see the cheese whiz on it. Fucking gross. We've had things that have done this before. They're acting like they invented this. I've had several bags of potato chips that were better than these that did the exact same thing. And they're being kind of stingy with it. I mean, as far as pizza goes, oh, this one has all kinds of things going on. None of them good. I would say that this probably is about on par with that pizza you would get at the school cafeteria. It's some of the worst food ever created. I mean, this doesn't even taste like cheese. Thinking back to the glory days of yesterday, when we managed to get through that bag of cheeseburger chips. I mean, that tasted like cheese. Do you want a potato chip that tastes like cheese? Some might. For me, it's not that high on my list of priorities. And here I am, eating a potato chip that claims to be extremely cheesy in full public view and not getting anything remotely close to a cheese vibe or a pizza vibe or anything. These are absolutely timid, whack, gutless, uninspired, barely edible. Nothing's happening. This sucks. Fuck you. How dare you? How dare you put yourself forward? Get the hell out of here, right? Put yourself forward on the momentous occasion of my 200th episode of SUCKCHIPS and be so mediocre. The nerve, the gall. I mean, there's just enough left to do my traditional and customary sign-off munch. Fuck you.